Welcome to Relaxed Reddit Readings. Today we have 4 Reddit stories for you. Family drama Reddit stories that will leave you speechless. Story 1. Son totaled his car street racing, now he wants me to pay. So my 20-year-old son just totaled the car I helped him buy, and you're not gonna believe how he did it. 2 years ago when he started college, I co-signed on a used car and put $12,000 down for him. Now I made it crystal clear from day one, this wasn't a gift, this was basically a loan. The deal was once he got a job, he'd start paying me back monthly, and if he started driving like an idiot, I'd take the car back. Well, guess what happened last weekend? He completely destroyed it. Turns out my genius son was street racing. Street racing. Can you believe that? So now the car's totaled, it's a complete loss, and here's where it gets really good, he has the audacity to tell me that since the insurance won't cover it because of the street racing, he thinks we should just call it even and move on. Just call it even. Like I didn't just lose 12 grand because of his stupidity. I told him absolutely not. He needs to pay me back every penny of that $12,000, and now he's throwing a fit saying it's unfair because he's just a poor college student. His mom is actually taking his side, saying I'm being too harsh and that he's learned his lesson. But here's what really gets me, this kid has money to street race, money to go out with friends, money for all kinds of stuff, but suddenly when it comes to taking responsibility for destroying the car I helped him buy, he's broke. I don't think so. The way I see it, this is exactly the kind of situation where he needs to learn that actions have consequences. If I just let this slide, what's he gonna learn? That daddy will always bail him out no matter how reckless he is. I've got 2 other kids to think about too, and what message does this send to them? But everyone in the family is making me feel like I'm the bad guy here. They're saying I should just write it off as a loss and move on, that family is more important than money. And look, I love my son, but $12,000 isn't chump change, and more importantly, this isn't really about the money, it's about him learning to be responsible for his choices. Am I really being unreasonable here for expecting him to pay back the money he owes me after he destroyed the car through illegal street racing? If you're enjoying these stories, hit that like button and let me know in the comments which story you relate to the most. Story 2. My wife got our baby banned from daycare over jealousy. So my wife just got our 7-month-old daughter banned from daycare, and the reason is absolutely insane. We both went back to work recently and found this amazing daycare right by our house. They're super thorough, they send constant updates through an app about everything. Like when she eats, bathroom stuff, tummy time, you name it. You can even see which specific caregiver is doing what with your kid. I always did drop-offs in the morning, and there's this one caregiver named Jessica who's just fantastic with our daughter Kelly. She clearly has a special bond with her, and honestly, as a parent, that made me feel great knowing someone genuinely cares about my kid. But apparently my wife started getting jealous. Jealous of a daycare worker doing her job well. She kept making these weird comments about how Jessica was trying to replace her as Kelly's mom, how it wasn't normal for a caregiver to be so attached. I told her she was being ridiculous, we want someone who cares about our daughter, right? Well, last week, my wife completely lost it. She marched into the daycare and accused Jessica of being inappropriate with Kelly. She demanded to speak to the director and basically threw this huge tantrum about how Jessica was overstepping boundaries and trying to steal her role as mother. The poor daycare worker was in tears. The director had to calm everyone down, but here's the kicker, they reviewed all the security footage and guess what? Jessica was doing absolutely nothing wrong. She was just being a caring, professional caregiver. But my wife's outburst was so disruptive and the accusations were so serious that they decided they couldn't have Kelly there anymore. They were worried about future incidents and honestly, I don't blame them. So now we're scrambling to find new childcare, and the closest decent place is 40 minutes away instead of 5 minutes. My wife expects me to just deal with the extra driving, but I told her absolutely not. She created this mess with her paranoid jealousy, so she can handle the consequences. Now she's furious at me, saying I should be supporting her instead of punishing her, but come on. She got our baby kicked out of an amazing daycare because she couldn't handle the fact that someone else was good at taking care of our daughter. The whole thing is just so embarrassing and unnecessary. Am I wrong for making her deal with the extra drive time since this is entirely her fault? Story 3. Sister stayed a couple weeks for 3 months straight. So my younger sister is about to get a 30-day eviction notice from me, and I'm honestly done feeling guilty about it. Back in December, she asked if she could crash at my place for a couple weeks after things went south with her roommate. I live alone in this tiny one-bedroom apartment. It's not huge, but it's mine and I keep it quiet since I work super early mornings. I said yes because I didn't want her stuck somewhere unsafe, you know. The first couple weeks were actually fine. She slept on my couch, helped out a little bit, kept saying she was looking for her own place. But then weeks turned into a month, and a month turned into 2 months, and now it's been 3 full months. My couple-week guest has completely taken over my space. She's loud, stays up until like 2 in the morning watching TV or on video calls with friends, leaves her stuff everywhere, never cleans up after herself. I've had to ask her multiple times to keep it down because I get up at 5 a.m. for work, but she acts like I'm being unreasonable. The final straw was last week when I came home and she'd invited friends over without asking me. My tiny apartment was packed with people I didn't know, they were drinking my food and alcohol, and when I asked her about it she said, quote, "I live here too now so I should be able to have people over." Live here too? She doesn't pay rent, doesn't pay utilities, barely contributes to groceries, and now she thinks she has equal say in my apartment. That's when I realized this wasn't temporary anymore. In her mind, she's moved in permanently. So I sat her down and told her she has 30 days to find somewhere else. She completely flipped out, started crying, saying I was heartless and that family is supposed to help family. She called our parents and now they're calling me saying I'm being too harsh, that I should give her more time. But here's the thing, I already gave her more time. A lot more time. She asked for 2 weeks and I gave her 12 weeks. And in all this time, I haven't seen her seriously apartment hunting, filling out applications, or saving money. She got comfortable and decided this was her new living situation without ever asking me. I feel bad because she is my sister and I do love her, but I also need my space back. I need to be able to sleep without worrying about noise, I need to be able to relax in my own home. Is it really that cruel to want my sister to follow through on what she originally said was just a temporary stay? Story 4. Found out I have a secret half-sibling through DNA test. So I just found out I have a half-sibling that my dad has been hiding from me, and this whole situation is tearing my family apart. I did one of those DNA ancestry tests a few months ago, just for fun, you know. Well, I got a match that showed I had a half-sibling, and they actually reached out to me. We started talking a little bit here and there, just getting to know each other. Obviously I was shocked, I had no idea this person existed. So I went to confront my father about it, and he's completely denying everything. Even with clear DNA evidence staring him in the face, he's acting like this person doesn't exist. I don't know who he thinks he's fooling, but he clearly wants nothing to do with the situation, and I guess that's his right. Now here's where it gets complicated. I don't necessarily feel this burning need to build some close relationship with this half-sibling, but I do acknowledge they exist and I think they deserve to know about our family. My mom is absolutely furious that I'm even entertaining this. She's saying I'm destroying our family by bringing this person into our lives, that some things are better left buried. She wants me to cut off all contact and pretend this never happened. But my half-sibling hasn't done anything wrong here. They're just trying to understand their own family history, same as anyone would. They're not asking for money or trying to cause drama, they just want to know where they came from. My dad clearly had an affair at some point, probably when I was really young, and this person is the result of that. That's not their fault. My mom keeps saying that maintaining any relationship with them is disrespecting her and our family, but honestly, The person who disrespected our family was my dad when he had the affair in the first place. I'm not the one who created this situation. But now everyone's mad at me like I'm the problem. My siblings are split, some think I should just drop it and keep the peace, others think I'm doing the right thing. It's causing so much tension in family gatherings, and my parents are barely speaking to each other. My mom actually told me that if I keep talking to this person, it might be the final straw that breaks up their marriage. But should I really have to pretend my half-sibling doesn't exist just to protect my parents' relationship? They're the ones who created this mess decades ago. Am I really the villain here for acknowledging reality? If you enjoyed these stories, drop a comment telling me which one was your favorite. And if you want more relaxed Reddit readings, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these stories, like, comment and subscribe for more relaxed Reddit readings.